And we are live. Hello, everybody. How is it going? Where are you? Where you're from? Everything okay? Any news? I got the virus. Luckily, not. I do not have any symptom yet. How am I feeling? Quite good. Thank you, Luke. What about you? Has any of your countries put in lockdown, in quarantine? How are the regulations there? Hello, Amina. Very quite good. What about you? The 637 deaths was just in the last 24 hours. Yes, Ashley. Strangely, today and yesterday were the 2 days where the most deaths have come. So we thought it would get better, but it looks like it is starting now. In Los Angeles, we are pretty much bored, but in our homes. That's good. As long as you are in your homes, you are doing a favor to humanity. Hashtag states in the US are in lockdown. 3 states in the US are in lockdown. I mean, 3 are now and probably is going to increase that number. Probably and hopefully. We are fine, enjoying incremental lockdown procedures. I mean, maybe if they are incremental, it is even better, you get used to it earlier. I'm not sure though. I mean, the problem is there and we need to face it. We need a national lockdown. I agree. Everywhere you are, an exception for some African countries that have not been affected yet. Yes, I think we should need like a general worldwide lockdown. My girlfriend wasn't feeling well, but I think it in her head. Might be, Luke. There are some specific symptoms about this virus. So, I mean, it is quite a slim chance, but I wouldn't underestimate it or overestimate it either. What system has your school set up for continuing education? We have like smart school. It's like the professors, even though I do not go to school anymore, I've been told that the professors have lectures online, like on Skype or on some app like that. And I mean, they're having them every day. So looks like it's continuing. She never had a cough. So, I mean, you could stay quite, you shouldn't worry, Luke. But still keep an eye on the symptoms if they get worse. I just did an interview with Sean Outwood. I don't know if you know him. He's he has a podcast. If you want to check him out, his channel, he's talking about this pandemic in the UK. He's talking a lot about Italy. He has some really great content. If you want to check him out, our interview is gonna go up like tomorrow. So how are you dealing with quarantine, guys? Anything, any news? Has been, let me pull up the graph. It has been, I think, the worst day ever in Italy. Italy coronavirus map. Yes, today more than 6K cases and 600 deaths in 24 hours, more than China. We are 60 million, they are 1.5 billion. So it is something to worry about. We are hanging out at home, playing video games, and keeping an eye on the situation. That's good, kid. What video games are you playing? Also, a lot of doctors have been getting infected. 0.8% of all the doctors in Italy are infected now. 7 Days to Die is my favorite. Never heard of it. Yeah, it is tough times. When things seem to get better, they actually got way worse. My roommate bought me Ori yesterday. What is that? Ori? Okay, so you play like these kind of games. I think they're called platform games, you know? You play this? Zombie apocalypse survival game. It's just like in team for the situation. Yeah. Hello from Columbus, Ohio. Glad you're doing well. We are just getting starting this madness. I'm a nurse at the local hospital and we are almost out of PPE. I don't know what PPE is, but I feel for you and I respect you and appreciate what you're doing because you are the heroes of the moment, but you actually are saving humanity, all of you. That's really something to be proud of. It's always nice to meet these kind of people, and I try always to let them know that they are appreciated. Gloves, gauze, etc. Yes, in Italy we ran out quite a while ago. Yeah, it's quite hard to find hand sanitizer, the masks, etc. It is hard to find them. Have you adjusted to this staying at home thing, or are you getting more frustrated? I mean, frustration is there, but I had to get used to it, and I am getting used to it. Still learning every day, though. I'm not getting out of my mind, so that's positive. Very sad statistic from Italy the last 24 hours. Yes, Daniel, the worst so far, and um, that really shows you how serious of a problem it is, not to be underlooked for sure. Still a lot of idiots spreading misinformation. Is the guy named David D. Icke from Get Bean that did an interview about how this is all planned in World Order and the lizard people. I don't know if it is a plan or not, but in the same situation, in both situations, the thing to do is one, and it is to stay home and do not underestimate the problem. We will have then time later to see if it was a conspiracy or etc. I don't think so. I'm quite sure it is not, but I think we just need individually to fight the problem, and if everyone does his duty, humanity will be saved. Why is your punching bag swinging beyond you? Did I miss your boxing lessons? You did not, David. It's like perpetual motion. The only thing that never stops moving. I really do not know why, but it really never stops moving. If you're keen, though, I might do some some sessions on the bag one day or another. It really is crazy. I cannot ever make it stop. It's unbelievable in this time. Yes, I mean, I agree with you. We just need to focus on the problem. We need to fight the problem, and the fact for me that people still underestimate this problem is kind of crazy, because I mean there is proof that it ever. We need paperwork to get out of home. Anyone has any questions? I might have some answers. I'm happy that finding food is not a future issue for us in the USA. I know sometimes infected states and grocery stores are stocked there as well. Here in Italy too, we had that problem for like the first 2 days, but now the supermarkets are still stocked, and they seem to never or hardly run out of food. So that is positive. It's a worry. Open schedule the stream in YouTube. I do not know when I will stream next, live stream next, but usually it is around this time. I will try to schedule it on YouTube if you prefer, if it is better for all of you. How am I holding up? It's hard, but I am holding up. Thank you. Bye, Kai Bang. We do what we gotta do. So yeah, at least having food is nice. Thanks. More people will come. Are you using mask when you go outside of your room? I am using it when I go outside of my home, but not outside of my room. I am from the Netherlands. The virus is spreading rapidly here too. How are you handling this, and how are you handling it emotionally? So, thank you for the question, Jonas. And for the bills, the government blocked all the taxes, all the bills, mortgage, etc., car payments. They block it till next month. That means we would pay them a month late. But if this problem is going to prolong, as it looks it is going to do, I don't know what they will do about that. So yeah, we are not getting money, but we are not getting at least text. So that is good. And emotionally, I'm coping with it. I mean, it has been almost 2 weeks. Sorry, so I kinda got used to it. Not completely, but we are humans. We adapt to things and situations. I ask this because if there are any cases of contagion from foreign recording channel in a bus to play cards with your family. I mean, my father is a nurse, so I probably should be, but as well as they keep sanitary requirements at work, I am locked here at home. My brother is locked here. I think the chances are quite small. Our hospital is beginning to not allow visitors. What about your hospitals allowing visitors? Are they overcrowded? Oh, I mean, if you do have symptoms, you do not have to go to the hospital, because you might contagion doctors and other people. They will come home to you, and you can go to the hospital to like donate blood, etc. But it is a strict. They are stricter now. If you have just a random, cough, random flu, you will not get assisted as seriously as you would have done before, because everyone is concentrated on this matter. Did I manage to stop touching my face already? Haven't completely, but at least I'm trying to. And if I touch my face, I always have my hands clean, so I am minimizing the risk. But it is hard. Still haven't learned how to do it. It's fair that you don't have to pay taxes, etc. Yes, it is. I mean, the minimum that they could have done for us. Not asking for more, because I know about the situation and I know that it is better to face a time of crisis, but to be able to get through this period. I mean, I'm okay if our government puts all of their resources on this period, on this problem, and later face on a crisis than not face a crisis now and still have the problem, maybe humanity. Sorry if today I'm not speaking so well, but I'm kind of tired, so I cannot articulate very well. What do Italians think of President Trump? Over half of the USA thinks he's horrible. He said we had the coronavirus under control less than 2 weeks ago. Not even close. I mean, he's a weird figure, that's for sure. But I'm not trying to judge neither positive or negative, because I'm not living there and I do not know the situation. But here too, it is some love and hate situation, and I prefer not to talk about politics. Have home deliveries stopped in there from supermarkets or websites? No, they have not stopped. Actually, restaurants can be open only if they deliver food, but almost no one does, because people are not very trustworthy. I mean, people do not really trust in this period, so do not order, and it would be losing money. So there is, but there is a very low home delivery. Hello from Chicago. Our news said that the United States is about 10 days behind Italy. Is there anything you would recommend we do to prepare for the days ahead? I mean, prepare for the worst, even if it is not coming. You just be in that mindset that you will have to stay locked up home. Just stock up on hand sanitizer, etc., because it will be hard to find, and just prepare yourself mentally more than anything to this situation, so you will get through it easier. What gloves do you use when you go outside? Do you wash them and use them? Outside, I actually do not use gloves. I only put on my mask, but I would use the latex gloves at work. Because I feel like gloves, you have the perception of of being cleaner, but if you with gloves you touch everything, then you just touch your face, you basically did nothing. So it is, in my opinion, better to not wear gloves, but being more cautious and conscious about what you do with your hands. What are you gonna do with this channel once the virus is under control and becomes irrelevant? I do not know. I will, when the problem becomes irrelevant, I will probably become irrelevant too. So if that's what's gonna happen, I'm okay with it. I'm just happy to read comments about people being grateful to me. That's enough, really. Do I get sunlight on my skin near the window, or do you take vitamin D supplements? I do not take vitamin D supplements. I only take vitamin B12 supplements, and I spend at least 1 hour a day on the balcony. So I think I have some vitamin D in me. I feel like in this country where I'm in Portland, where if you start wearing a mask, people will look at me like I'm crazy or sick. Something's like weird. But pretending it's not happening. Here in Italy was the same, Luke. The first people, the first of us that started wearing masks, etc., we were looked like crazy. But 1 week later, everyone was wearing masks. So, I mean, you do what's best for you. Yeah, I agree with you, AJ. I mean, there is no point on caring if you look stupid or not. I mean, you are not. You're probably smarter than who doesn't wear masks. So I would advise you to wear one. More so, not to leave home if possible. Do you keep the same mask or replace them each time you wear them? I mean, I do not replace them each time, but I do replace them once in a while. Like I won't wear a mask for more than 2 days. I will not. It's even hard if I wear them for more than for a whole day. What kind of mask? I'm not really sure on the details, but it is. My dad brings it from work. It is a specific one. I mean, I don't know how to say it. I mean, it is a specific mask that prevents the virus. It is the right model. I'll try to Google it, but I don't know if I can. I could. I will be able to find it. Here in America, I'm still allowed outside, kind of. Do you think I should start staying inside? You should start staying inside if you can. I mean, if you have to work, go to work. But if you like you're invited at a bar, at a restaurant, please don't go. Just stay home as far as you can. Yes, I googled it and it is N95, David. I'm sorry I missed your reply. Look, I say that just wear the mask. You should not care about what people think. If it is to prevent, it is for your own health and safety. So just wear it. They are stupid for not wearing it. You should not care if you look stupid. Here in Italy was the same. Everyone thought we were stupid. 1 week later, all of them were wearing masks. So do I cook food for others? What are my precautions before, while, and after cooking? We alternate, me and my brother, between cooking meals, and we just, I mean, I work in the industry, so I have the knowledge about the basic health and hygiene requirements for restaurants. So I mean, I try to keep it like at work, to keep the precautions as I do at work. You're very helpful, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jonas. It's very nice of you. As long as it protects you, it's good. It's right to wear it. My day was quite well. Actually, a very good day. I had an interview with Sean Outwood. Very, very nice person. Amazing person. I have to tell people I have cancer with a gas mask on. I don't know if you know him. He has a podcast, and I mean, he's talking about this situation now. How many days have I been quarantined? It has been more than 2 weeks. For the northern part of Italy, it has been more than 2 weeks. I've been trying to smoke less weed. I mean, I don't think it has a correlation with the virus. You don't have to justify anyone. Everyone knows already. If you want to explain, just say that the virus spreads over from apart in closed environments without people coughing. Yeah, there is no good reason to not wear the mask. So you do not need to justify yourself. I agree with what AG says. Do you think it's because of how in China they all eat all sorts of animal? I do not know. I think it. I mean, we are quite sure that it from a bat come the virus, but it is not really what to worry about now. We can deal with that later before we have a more serious problem to worry about. So that's my take on it. Healthy lungs are very important to survive this. Yes, I mean they are, but what I was saying is I do not know if you smoke weed you have unhealthy lungs. I'm not sure about that. Do I eat raw food? Example salads. I eat a lot of raw food. I'm not vegan, but some days I eat like completely vegan, a lot of veggies, a lot of raw food. I think that helps. That helps you. Also, your pH. I mean, that helps with every disease. Having a nice basic pH, it is always good for your health. I feel like people need to smoke weed more now than ever. Maybe edibles. Yeah, or maybe vaporize it. Isn't that true? The older you are, the more likely you're able to get the virus. It's not that you are more likely to get the virus, it is that the you are more likely to have more serious symptoms of the virus. The older you are, the weaker it is your immune system. So yeah, probably it will be more likely to get the virus, but also more likely to die or have something. That Italy has been hit so hard because we have a very very old population. Like the average age here in Italy is like 45, which is a lot. We are a very old country. I'm from Oregon, so it is nothing as bad as anybody. Close schools and sucks, lol. I mean, I know, Anthony, but it is a historic period. We are living in like something that will stay with humanity forever. It will be studied in books. So, I mean, they are tough times and we will get through them. You should invite us all over when this clears up and show off your beautiful country. I would love to. That's actually an idea. We could make something like make Italy great again, make tourism great again. There is a laboratory in China where they study the viruses like SARS, HIV, they in fact create a new virus and call it coronavirus. It was included in the thread. It said that in it's because big problem just so times that the closest market to laboratory is the market where the coronavirus started. I mean, I looked into some things. Uh, I watched actually some videos that talk about it, but I never looked into it. I watched this because MIGA. That's actually a great slogan. We can make something out of these guys. In one of my other videos, I said that doctors from China were coming to bring some supplies. Have they helped out in any other ways? I do not know this, but I know that those doctors were the same doctors that 12 years ago in China there was a earthquake, and Italian doctors got to China to help them. And right now they are coming here, the same doctors, to help us, and that's really amazing. That's what humanity means. That shows us that we are all humans, and it is amazing when you see things like this. How many times am I eating per day? 2 to 3 times. I try to eat more 2 times than 3 times. I'm Christian, and I heard many prophecies in which we will have no money to pay for rent, so we will end up living up to your family a house. I hope it isn't true, but I'm not 100% sure. I hope it is not true, Anthony, but we'll see. Yes, it really is an amazing story about these Chinese doctors. So looks like that's it for today. Really enjoyed your company, guys. Just ask me your last questions, and I will leave in 5 minutes. I want to eat some. In 2008, Sichuan earthquake, Italy dispatched a rescue team, helped over 900 injured people. Yeah, that's it, by Kabang. It really shows us that we are all human and we are all the same. I mean, not the same, but when it comes to death, to this tragic situation, we all become the same. Thank you so much. I wish for everyone to be safe out there. See you later. Thank you, Watch Pits. So thank all of you guys. I will see you tomorrow. I will try to set the live before, so you will be able to get in. And I really appreciated your company. Thank you for everything, and just stay well, please.